Hello dosto, good afternoon. I think today is Sunday, so you all might be enjoying your lunch. Let's hope you are enjoying your lunch. So today uh, I have come um, in a continuation with my previous video. जैसे कि मैंने बोला, मैं हिंदी में बनाना चाहती हूँ, पर हिंदी मुझे उतना ज़्यादा नहीं है। शायद बोलते बोलते हिंदी बोलते बोलते मुझे अ, उम, मुझे हिंदी की आदत पड़ जाए और मैं आप लोगों को अ, हिंदी में वीडियो देना शुरू करूँ। So, I think day before yesterday was a very dark day for me. I was getting suicidal. I was getting, I was getting very negative thoughts. Negative thoughts. I was getting negative thoughts. So, uh, I was getting very suicidal. मैं मैं सोच रही थी, I was thinking कि what is the use of this life when I'm not able to work, when I'm not able to function, when 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 I'm not able to enjoy life. I'm just uh, I'm just stuck up in a loop, in a time loop, in a time loop. A loop, a never ending loop. Uh, a never ending loop means a never ending loop. I was getting stuck up in a never ending loop. Negative thoughts, depression, suicide. Negative thoughts, depression, suicide. So मुझे बहुत बुरा लग रहा था. So and I can't take antidepressants, जैसे कि मैंने पहले बोला था. I can't take antidepressants because antidepressants cause a lot of side effects in my psyche. That was sort of making my life hellish. Hell. A living hell. There can be wars, there can be famines, there can be very, very difficult situations. My grandparents, my grandparents, my grandparents were refugees from Bangladesh. But they, when they have come to, it's not a crime to be a refugee. They were refugees from Bangladesh, but in their lifetime they never faced depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts. They did very well. My grandfather did very well. My grandfather had a postgraduate degree in mathematics, and he did very well in his life. So, me, on the other hand, uh, you know, um, I don't have so much problems in my life, but I mean, um, I don't have children. I don't have much responsibility in my life. But I was facing this crisis called suicidal thoughts, depression, and and anxiety, and that was going in. This was going into loop. So I did quite a lot of research on this, and I found that what the doctors prescribe, the so-called the so-called psychiatrist, the so-called psychologist, the so-called therapists, that they can't go beyond antidepressants, beyond antidepressants, beyond benzodiazepines, beyond central nervous system depressants. And I was having a sleep problem. What it all started about? It started about with a sleep problem. I was exercising. I was exercising in the morning. I mean, they have nothing new to say. The psychologist I spoke, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know why day after day, I mean, my spouse is booking sessions with psychologists. They're repeating the same thing. The psychiatrists are repeating and repeating the same thing. They don't do an out of box thinking. To deal this kind of situation, you need an out of box thinking. You need to a person in medical college or in medical school, they are bound by that syllabus. What they are taught, if a person comes with you with depression, you have to give them antidepressants. Believe me, I have gone to five very I mean, 4 or 5 psychiatrists who have an MD degree, having varied experiences, 30 years experience, 20 years experience, 25 years experience, but they don't have a solution without antidepressants and central nervous depressants. And yeah, they say, if you are having side effects, we will give you a first generation antidepressants. If you are not having side effects, you are uh, you are will give you a newer generation of antidepressants. Antidepressants were causing me suicidal thoughts, and they were like they were like parroting me. They were like parroting me. They were doing systematic brainwashing. They were doing systematic brainwashing that that I'm just seeing some watching, reading, and from the net, and I'm vomiting them out. My suicidal thoughts were real. My suicidal thoughts were real. I again ask about pharmaceuticals. I again ask. I ask them with folded hands. I ask them with folded hands. Please, please, please give a boxed warning of dependency, addiction, tolerance to antidepressants, two central nervous depressants like zolpidem, tarteret. There is something called, if you are starting on these type of medications, there is something called protracted withdrawal syndrome. This protracted withdrawal syndrome, what the psychiatrists do, they taper. They taper at a very faster pace. They taper these medicines at a faster pace, which causes, they taper these medicines at a faster pace, which causes severe withdrawal symptoms. Severe withdrawal symptoms, which are not good, which are not good for health, which are not at all good for health, which are not good for health, which can affect your psyche. Life is not 3-hour film. Life is not 3-hour film. Life is not cinema. There can be ups and downs in life. There can be ups and downs in life. So what helps? Vitamin D helps. Vitamin D is a proven technique for depression. It's an antidepressant. Fish oil. Fish oil. I'm not promoting these brands. They are not giving me money to promote this. But I have a solid experience in using these products. Fish oil. Fish oil helps in combating depression, anxiety, suicidal thoughts. Vitamin B, in particular vitamin B1, B2, B6, B12 helps in combating depression, suicidal thoughts and anxiety. Glutathione helps. Believe me, it helps. Glutathione helps. Zeaxanthin and lutein helps. Helps with your vision, helps with the metabolism. Autophagy helps. Autophagy. Fasting for 18 hours. Fasting for 16 hours. Fasting for 15 hours helps. So does Ashtanga yoga. So does exercise. These all helps. But the psychiatrists and the psychologists would never tell you to follow this. Why? I'm asking why they don't tell you to follow this and not give antidepressants, central nervous depressants, or the benzodiazepines, because let me tell you the hard truth, because it's all about money. It's all about money. It's about the kickbacks they receive from the pharma companies to promote these medicines. To sponsor their stays in 5-star hotels, to sponsor their stays. To sponsor their lifestyle. They have worked hard. I do. They have worked hard for their in medical school. So we have worked hard. We have also worked hard, but they are preventable. They're preventable. I again ask about pharmaceuticals with folded hands to give a boxed warning. You give a boxed warning to people, to countries like America, countries like UK, countries like Hong Kong. Why not India? Because we are poor? Because in India people are uneducated? They're uneducated. People are uneducated. So they think that doctors are messiahs. I'm not telling doctors are not messiahs. They're messiahs. They're God. They're God. I'm a beggar. I'm a beggar. I'm an uneducated beggar. I belong to a very middle class family. But I didn't take antidepressants. I will not take antidepressants. I will not take. The psychiatrists, the psychologists, the doctors can put me in chains. One doctor told me you go to a mental asylum. They can put me in mental asylum. They can put me in. They can do everything against my wish. Anything. My own relatives were telling me, why don't you put her in a mental asylum? Why don't you put her into mental asylum? But I will not take antidepressants. It took one Mahatma Gandhi. It took one Mahatma Gandhi to bring change. Why can't we change ourselves? Why can't we change our thought patterns? I'm not so educated. If you want, if people want, I will tear my degree from NIT. I worked hard for going to NIT, for doing my masters. I'll tear. I will say, I have never worked in that, never worked my 20 years. I will say I don't know algorithms. But I will not take antidepressants. I will not take benzo. I will not take central nervous depressants. They can take me, they can tell that I pose a threat to the society. I can kill myself. I will kill myself, but I will not take antidepressants. If I feel strongly about something, I will do it. I will just do it. You can't take my discipline. You can break me. A person today, I'm a woman. People can do anything with me, but you cannot take my discipline, my consistency, and my hard work. So it's getting a little serious. So let me end this video. I mean, I'm posting very long videos nowadays. If you have conviction about something, if one has conviction about something that they will not do, no one can make you do it. आपको कोई ऐसा काम नहीं है जो आप नहीं कर सकते हो। अपना लगन, अपना कठिन परिश्रम, परिश्रम ज़रूरी है। कोई भी काम, any work you do, hard work is very necessary. But antidepressants are not the answer. Antidepressants cause side effects. Yeah, it depends upon you what type of life you want to live. You want to live a life of a life of a life full of hellish experience, or you want to live a life of bliss, of eternal bliss. It depends on you, my friends. From today, please say no. Please say no with folded hands. I'm an Ashtanga yogi. I do believe in the in there is a, I think God will hear me. I do believe that if you work hard, if you take the supplements, I'm not telling them supplements. I'm telling them, I'm telling them that these helps you in combating your negative thoughts, your depression, your anxiety, your suicidal thoughts. This helps in combating. These are long-term therapy. These are long-term therapy. They will take 6 months, they will take 1 year, they will take 2 years. But have patience. Have patience. Patience, tolerance, and hard work will take you places. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. I will tell more about myself in my coming videos. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Bye bye.